So I'm going to give this lecture to you in English as well. This is for your present progressive. Okay, otherwise known as INGs. It's the present progressive because it's what is happening right now. Okay? So, super important. You guys will use this all the time. It makes it even better so that way when you don't say, I eat a sandwich, right? Because we don't talk like that. Right? We don't talk like robots. You are eating a sandwich. Right? See the difference? It's what you are doing right now. Can you stop eating a sandwich? Probably, right? You're not Cookie Monster. You're not going to keep just shoving sandwiches down your face, right? Which goes into why we're going to be using our rule number 1. Our rule number 1, by the way, I told him to bring that sandwich in specifically for this lecture. See how all that works?
What space? What? Where?
Siempre usa el verbo estar. You are always going to use the verb estar, which means to be. What is the other verb besides estar that means to be? Ser. Very good. We're not going to use ser. Don't use it. Because these are actions that are happening right now. It's like a feeling. Okay, you're eating a sandwich because you're feeling hungry. Because you have hunger. Right? So you're always going to use the verb estar, and then your root.
Stay the same.
Good, you guys are getting trained. Now, there are some irregulars, but I'm not going to worry about those right now because I don't want to confuse you. So right now, if you just go based on this rule, everything's going to be fantastic. Okay? Most importantly, whenever you have an AR verb, you're going to change that to ando. Ando literally means ing. And if you have an ER and IR verb, you're going to change that to iendo, I-E-N-D-O. And iendo was its name, though. It's kind of like your sugar. Funny. Not really. Okay. So there it is. This is super easy. Okay? Super easy. But this is why we have stressed so much that you must know how to conjugate verbs. Because otherwise it's going to lose its meaning. Okay, does that make sense? So the first thing you have to do is understand how to conjugate your verb estar, which means to be. You have estoy, estás. I guess we're going to sing up and dance in just a second. Because we haven't done so in such a long time.
I don't like dancing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I do it.
I missed you during that week with me.
Don't you worry. I'll be here for you. These 5 words I swear to you. That's a song.
It's a song.
Okay, so this is the most important piece because if I wanted to say Michael is, okay, I have to use está because I could substitute in he for Michael, right? He is the subject pronoun for his given name. He is. Okay, so I am, you are, he is, she is, we are, y'all are, they are. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. Don't forget about your accent. Super important there. Okay? Does that make sense? So now, this is the person doing the action. It's like a helping verb. Okay? So this is what's always changing. Meaning, this is the person doing the action. Okay? You are listening. I am instructing. He is eating. We are sleeping. Or want to be sleeping. Sort of. That's a 2-verb. That's something different. So, what you want to do is have your verb. Here is your root. Ab. Here is your ending. Ar. If you remember, that means to. This means talk. This is an infinitive verb. Nobody is doing this action yet, but everybody can do this action. It is an infinitive verb. We know it's an infinitive verb because it ends in AR. Okay? Hablar. It's also known as an AR verb. Okay? But what we want to do Our root.
Stays the same.
This means talk. And we want to change the AR, if you look over at rule number 3, to ando, which now makes talking. It's kind of like that old Sesame Street. Hable, ando, ando, hablando.
Spanish version.
It is the Spanish version of this, yes.
Okay, what is that from?
It's like Sesame Street.
Is there a Spanish version of Sesame
There it is.
Street?
Yeah, it is.
Wait, is
It's
that-
called change.
So, do you guys see how this works, yes?
It's literally.
Now, if somebody is doing this action, we can do this. But I could just say, talking is boring. It's a general statement, yes? Hablando es aburrido. I could say that, right? But if you are going to link it to somebody doing an actual action, rule number 1 states, you must use the verb estar. This is the person doing the action. If you're doing a very generic statement, you just leave it as is. You see the difference there? Now, same thing applies. If I wanted to use the verb comb, it's an ER verb. Air, this means to. This means eat. So I just want to say comb, yendo. Eating. Michael está comiendo. He is eating. See how easy this is. All you have to know is rule number 1, start with a star. Rule number 3, AR verb goes to ando, ER verb, IR verb goes to yendo, and keep your root stays the same. So if we wanted to go to the other one, to write, escribir, we keep our root, escribe. It's an IR verb. Both ER and IR verbs are taken the exact same way. Make it yendo, so now you're saying writing. Y'all, estáis, escribe, yendo. Y'all are writing. Notice how these verbs have to be connected. Okay? These verbs are married. Okay? They are married, so they always stay together. You never separate anything. So if you're saying, so Michael's not eating, and I say, Michael, ¿está comiendo? Are you eating? And he wants to say, no, I am not eating. Really easy. Never put the no behind this verb. The no's always go in front of the verb. No, no estoy comiendo. Michael, ¿está comiendo? No, no estoy comiendo ahora. Are you eating? No, I'm not eating right now. No estoy comiendo ahora. Does that make sense? And this is it. Super easy. Okay, so now if you look up on the board of all the different things that are up there, we've now added on the INGs, which is linked into everything else, and you guys are good to go for the rest of this time. So check out the presentation I put up on the webpage as well for any extra help and all that. Good? Great, wonderful.